Welcome back to another tutorial, guys. It's your favorite photographer, Abasino Samson. And today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to get a portrait headshot using your key light and your headlight. So stay tuned. Welcome back, guys, and today we have our model with us. Come forward. Her name is Chioma Charity. Instagram handle is going to be on the screen so you can follow her and give her a likes. And today, like I mentioned, we'll be having a corporate headshot, and we're going to be using our key lights and our headlight. On my headlight, as always, I have my Godox V1, and for my key light, I have my Godox SK300 on a 65 centimeter softbox. And always my Nikon D610, I call her Nadia, and my Godox trigger for my Godox V1. And I slaved my Godox SK300 to my Godox V1. So let's take a shoot with just our headlights and let's see what it looks like. Ready? Right, please can you adjust? Yeah, so come forward a bit. Good. And let me see. And so currently my settings is at my shutter speed is at 1/125. My aperture is at 6.3 and my ISO is at 100. I have my Godox V1 at 1/128. So let's take a shoot and see what it looks like. All right, you can see it's dark. I would like to increase my headlight a bit so I'll have more light. So I'm doubling my light by 2 stops, so it's at 1/32, sorry. So let's take that again. Good. Let me double it again, 1 stop. And in case you're wondering what 1 stop means, doubling your flash by 1 stop or cutting your flash by 1 stop, watch the video that I explained what flash power means and how we calculate our stop. So let's take one more. Good. I like my flash power is at 1/16, and that is good. Let's bring in our key light. All right, let's take a shot and see what it looks like. Okay, so we can see what our image looks like, but I'm going to adjust my key light. Remember, I said I like my light to be at least a feet away from my subject, and my headlight is at least 2 feet away from my subject. So it's, brightens the hair, and this feathering my light so it's, goes around the face. So let me adjust my light. So let's do this. Let's take this a bit up and right. So I want it to tilt this way, towards this way. Can you cross the leg? Yeah, good. I like that. So let's now take a shoot. All right, can I see? All right, can you look at me? Anything you're comfortable with? All right, good. And I like what I see. Let's take one more. All right, can you do without your chin? I just want to see your chin. Let's take one more. Can you bring your chin down a bit? Yeah, it's too much. Take it up a bit. And all right, good. And you see what we have. If you notice, under the chin is a bit dark, so I'll be bringing in my curve reflector to bounce some of the light back, and also to just to brighten this side of our face. So let's bring in our curve reflector. All right, so we have our curve reflector here. If you don't have this, you can use a regular round reflector. I think we'll also use the round reflector so you can see the difference. But the difference between this and that is this is much more easier to use because you can just put it on the stand and the stand holds it for you. But with other round reflector, you need someone to assist you in holding that. So let's use this, then we'll use that later. Now we have here our white cloth on it to bounce some of the light back, and we should take this out. We have the silver reflector which bounces back more light. The light intensity this bounces back is much more pronounced than the white. I think I'll be using the silver for this shoot. Then at the back of our white, we have the gold part reflector, which bounces your warm color back to the skin of your subject. Now, if you're doing a beauty shoot, you can use this gold part, but then again, it still depends on what you're doing. So for the sake of this video, I'll be using this silver part of the reflector because I need more light to bounce back to our subject's face. All right, so let's take a picture and see what it looks like. All right, ready? Look at me, look at me. Good. Now you can see the difference on the screen, right? The one without the reflector, you can see that the bottom part of our chin is dark. The one with the reflector, you can see how bright the bottom part of the chin is. Let's take another picture so you can see it clearly. All right, can you adjust? So chin up a bit and let's go. Good. So you can see on the screen the intensity this silver reflector bounces back to the subject. Now, just for those of you that will want to ask, that might ask, what is the difference between the silver and the white in terms of the bouncing back of the light? So I'm going to use the white now so we can see the difference on the screen. So hold on. So let's do this way. Can you assist me with that? Thank you very much. All right, so we have this now. Let's take a picture and we'll put the images side by side so you see the difference. All right, ready? And let's go again. Can you smell a bit? Yeah, I like that. All right, good. One more. Look at me, look at me. All right, good. So you can see the difference on the screen using the silver and the white, right? So let's take more pictures before we call it a day. All right, ready? Can you do something like this? Right, thank you very much. Good. And that is all for today, guys. And now you know how to take your corporate shoot with your C reflector or your curve reflector. The next class, I'll be using our regular reflector to show you how to take a corporate picture or a beauty shoot using just your regular reflector for those of us or for those of you who can't afford this. So see you same time next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification button so you can get notified whenever we post our video. Stay tuned, guys. Bye-bye.